Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a little while, a long time since I've been here in this side of the YouTube world, but I thought it was time for me to come and do a video. Didn't have a lot of followers over here, but I do know that you guys were looking for some updates, and I wanted to kind of come back and express my thoughts about some things in light of everything that's happening right now in the world. And yes, I thought today would be a good day to do that. It is Saturday, and I'm sitting here in my home having coffee right now. So welcome back to Journey with Me 19. My name is Lydia. I created this channel probably about close to 2 years ago, because I had plans of doing a lot of international travels, and I do have another channel. It's Lydia's Life TV, and I primarily use that for just my daily vlogging, my life, and I have a life coaching inspirational platform. So I wanted to separate that from the international travels, or at least have a designated platform for my international travels. And so I was supposed to travel to Africa near the end of 2019, and then I had another trip planned for 2020. So the trip in 2019 did not take place because the person that was going with me did not have their passport at that time, and I was waiting for mine to come back. And so long story short on that, our plans to go to Africa in March came to an abrupt halt because of the pandemic. So during this time, I have been doing a lot of just research, because we didn't know that it was going to go throughout the whole entire year. We thought probably by the end of the year we could resume our plans for travel and come. A lot of you guys know that I had planned to go to visit Ghana. That was one of the places that I wanted to go, and we were also planning to go to South Africa. I wanted to visit Cape Town. Well, with everything put on halt, we weren't able to do that. But since then, I've been looking at a lot of videos, and I'm going to express my thoughts here today. I'm sure a lot of people are not going to be happy with it. I am not on either side of the fence, but I'm just going to express my thoughts based on my research and the things that I've been watching on YouTube, the different videos in different groups on Facebook, Instagram, just information that I have been compiling. One thing about me is I am a person who will do extensive research before I do anything. That is something that I'm like anal about, because if I'm going to put myself in a position to do something or travel somewhere, I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know who's going to help me, where I'm going to be. I'm that person. I'm the ABCDEFG person. I have to have everything together. I don't do anything haphazardly. I don't do anything just off of a whim. I plan for things. Some people are not planned. Some people are spontaneous. They jump up, they go, and they make it up as they go. I'm not that person. So I've been doing a lot of research, watching a lot of videos and things of that nature, and I've been disturbed. I've been very disturbed about attitudes, about the minds of people, and expectations and things of that nature. And one of the misconceptions I think that many people have when we decide to travel abroad or travel to another country is that you got to be rich, that you have a lot of money. And that's not the case. Majority of the black and brown African American community, whatever you want to call us, we are not rich, okay? We are in the working class. If you don't know what that is, that's people who work. You know, we have to go to work today, and everybody is 1 or 2 paychecks away from poverty, 1 or 2 paychecks away from being homeless. And that's a lot of things that people on the continent don't know. So we're not rich. So a lot of times people who work, and there are people who work and who have nice savings or nice 401ks and different things of that nature, but just to live every day, they have to go to their jobs. In that case, that's moi. I have to go to work. I have to work in order to survive. I have responsibilities. I have bills to pay. I actually help my mom. So there are things that I have to do. And coming to the continent wouldn't have been a thing where I would be, I would have a lot of money. With that being said, I have saved throughout my 401 because I wanted to retire early. But that money was going to be primarily for me to live on if I decided to repatriate to another country. And then I was going to use the skills, my knowledge, the things that I've done within my life to help contribute to whatever environment that I'm in, to help build it, to help, establish it and get it back thriving. That is what it was. It wasn't that I was going to be able to bring a bunch of money and pour into the country. But watching a lot of videos, I've learned a lot of different things. And one thing I've learned about the Black and brown people, African Americans coming from the continent, a huge majority of them are coming with the wrong mindset. They're coming with the mindset of greed. They're taking the same Western ideals into the African continent about getting rich, and things of that nature. And it's greedy and it's selfish. A lot of them. I'm not saying everybody, so don't come at me like that. But a lot of them from the videos that I've watched are taking that mindset that they have over here into that country. And anytime you have selfishness and greed involved, that's not gonna breed anything but evil. And that is very disturbing to me, and it's very upsetting to me. And on the other side of that, I've watched a lot of videos and realized that going to certain African countries, you will be subjected to a lot of scamming. Having to pay things that, you're questioning, why am I having to give my money for certain things? I've watched a lot of videos where we're being taken advantage of because people have the misconception here that we got the money to be able to do that. And some people are just really wanting to repatriate home to get away from all of the trauma that we've been exposed to over here in the States, in other parts of the world. We're coming home. We want to come back. We want to be able to reunite with our ancestors and be able to, live happy and thrive and take the knowledge that we have acquired with our education and living here back home to help build up that continent. And that was the mindset of a lot of us. But to have to go through this almost like proving system, like you got to go over there and prove that you deserve to be there, or you're not dark enough, or what are some of the other things I've seen? People scamming you, taking your money. I understand that crime breeds in all of the world. Crime is very, very thriving in the United States. So it's probably on a whole different level than it is on the continent. But to feel like you come there and you have to fear being protected the same way we are here in the U.S. makes you wonder, like, why? Why do I have to go there and worry about being stopped by the law enforcement and having people scam me, having people take my money, just to ride down the street, or be threatened with being arrested and things of that nature? Why is that going on in Ghana? Why is those things happening? That's very disturbing to me. Or people scamming you out of places to live. That is very disturbing to me. And I've watched, when I say multiple videos, guys, I've watched multiple videos and actually saw this with my naked eye. It ain't word by mouth. It's what I saw. And I've saw the good, the bad, and the ugly. I have people that I follow who are actually thriving on the continent, who were lucky enough to get with people. I won't even say lucky. I'm going to say blessed. Who were blessed enough to get with people who were able to connect them with people that helped them to repatriate and to be able to get on their feet. But it wasn't without trial. I did watch the good, the bad, and the ugly of that as well. And then I've watched the people who are just straight up scamming. And I've watched the people coming from the United States and different places who are scamming. So it is one of those things where you're caught in the middle when you have that mindset of, I just want to live in peace. I don't want to go there and be subjected to scam on either side of the fence. I want to be able to, if I decided that I was going to repatriate back, I wanted to be able to go there and live in harmony, to be able to learn cultures, to be able to live in unity with the people who look like me, the people of my, my ancestors. I wanted to be able to do that. One of my main reasons for going to Africa is that I've always had a calling to want to know. Even as a child, I wanted to go to Africa. I don't know why. I just did. And I feel that that was the calling. I feel that that was my ancestors wanting me to go back. And I want to go back for them. I want to go back to say that even though they were stolen, even though they were brought here against their will, and they were killed and murdered and raped and mistreated, that I was able to come back for those ancestors that I came through. I wanted to be able to say that your death was not in vain, that I was able to go back, whether I decided to live there forever or if I was decided just to come back, to be able to say that I put my feet back where my ancestors belonged. That was something that I want to do, and I plan to still do that. If we're able to travel, I know some of the different countries are opening, but I want to be able to travel without fear. I want to be able to travel without having to worry about vaccinations and tests and all of that, because I have to say that I'm here in the United States and I have not tested for this particular virus. I will not do it. I will not do that. I will not take the vaccination, and I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to do any of that. So I'm kind of watchful. So I'm hoping that maybe by the latter part or the summer of 2021, that it'll get to a point where I will be able to travel freely and I won't have to worry about said things. Now, we don't know if that's going to happen or not, but that's my wish and my hope. So my plans are still to visit the continent. But I have decided, based on everything that I've watched, that I wouldn't want to make Ghana my home. Sorry, I don't want to do that, because I feel that with all of the popularity of videos and what people are seeing, both sides have seen a little greed, and they see ways that they can be able to make money, and that is the forefront of their thoughts now. It used to be, in my opinion, that people were wanting to unite and they wanted their brothers and sisters to come back home, and in my opinion now it's more about money than it is about really caring if we get back home or be able to repatriate for our ancestors. I think that it's just about money now. I see people back there building communities, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful, and my hat goes off to them, and I have supported people that's on the continent. I actually support some people who are in Egypt at the time, and it's amazing that it's different everywhere. It's different everywhere. And my dream was not to actually go to Egypt. Well, no, I take that back. I do want to go visit Egypt just because I want to go to the temples and the pyramids, but that's not where I would want to repatriate from my thoughts and my learnings from watching documentaries and videos. It's not where I want to live, but to see people get treated better there than they would where the people look like me, it's disturbing to me, because I'm like, I had a whole different ideal of what it would be like to come to Africa, and I'm seeing it in parts of the Gambia, and I'm seeing it in Nigeria, with the unrest and different things that's happening there. And so my thing is, where do you go for peace? If you're not about just trying to get rich, if you want to contribute with knowledge. I have extensive knowledge in banking and business. I would want to contribute the knowledge I have to maybe help that particular area be stronger and build up, make it easier, to do certain things. I have a degree in hospitality management, and I have worked extensively in the marketing department. So to help bring business to the continent is one of my fields of expertise. I would want to contribute that. But I don't have money to bring to just pour into the country. I have my 401k that I would live off of. And even if I worked there, if I worked there in conjunction with what I've saved, I could live. I could live a life. And to feel like I'm going to be scammed out of my money just because I want to come back, you know, I just don't think it's right, you know. And we all have different cultures. We all were raised differently. And I don't think that I should have to do certain things in order to just repatriate back home. I just don't think I should do that. I can't help that I was born in the United States. It wasn't no fault of my own. You know, whether we were sold into slavery or whether we were taken into slavery, it's no fault of my own. And if I feel like I want to come back to the land of my ancestors, it should be okay. My biggest DNA is from Nigeria, according to my ancestry, and Sierra Leone and Kenya. And so those are actually countries that I would want to visit, to feel that I did come back from my ancestors. And I would hope that it's okay. So my girlfriend and I are still planning to visit. I do want to visit Ghana, but just for the fact that I want to visit Ghana. It's just a place that I've always wanted to visit. But I think that if I decided to repatriate, it would not be there. It wouldn't. It may be Kenya. Yeah. Or Tanzania. And I've actually followed a few people that are living in Tanzania. And they're, you know, it is not even as much issues as we are seeing with the people in Ghana. And there's so much evil and scamming going on both sides. And that's very disturbing, and it's very hurtful and upsetting to me. And I couldn't be a part of that. I just couldn't. So you guys, you know, I want you to drop your comments and your thoughts. I ask you to be mindful not to attack me, because I'm sharing my thoughts. And I'm very hurt by everything that I've seen on all areas. I'm very ashamed of the people who came from the United States thinking that they were going to go over and scam. I'm very hurt by that. I'm very hurt by that. You know, it feels like you don't have a place in the world to go as an African American. It feels like you don't belong anywhere. And that's very hurtful to me. I'm getting emotional right now. I'm getting emotional. Very hurtful. My apologies. And I know I don't owe you guys an apology for the people who decided to come there and try to take advantage, but that's hurtful. But I'm also hurt by watching African countries take advantage of us as well and treat us like we're not a part of them, or like we don't belong. That's very hurtful as well. So gonna end this vlog today, or this video today, and just wanted to share my thoughts. But hopefully by March, April, hopefully before the summer, around the summertime. I don't know if that's even a good time to go, because I don't know when it's the dry season or the, you know, rainy season or whatever. So got to figure that all out. But I do plan to take a trip to Ghana, and actually maybe Tanzania. So yeah, that's my thoughts today. So thank you guys who have stuck around. I did see that I lost a few subscribers, and that's fine because it's not an active channel, so I might have just sitting here and ain't nothing going on, so I get that part. But hopefully when I get this channel up and going in the spring, if you guys just stay subscribed, and just wait for the travel. And maybe I'll check in again, you know, and do a follow-up video from the comments I might receive from this particular video. And maybe we can talk about it like that. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. I respect you guys. I respect your cultures, and just wanted to be a part of learning and experiencing that. And that's just my hopes and dreams. That is definitely one of the things I want to do with my life before I leave this life in this realm, and hopefully I get that opportunity. So thank you for tuning in to Journey with Me 19, and I'll see you guys in a later video.